All right, baby girl. What did you learn today? You learned about hidden colors, and what did you learn about the true history of everything?
Well, within my 47 minutes of watching Hidden Colors, I didn't watch it like for the full 4 hours. I will get to that later. But 47 minutes in the video, and I have already learned a lot of stuff, such as Africa. You know, Africa, it was not called Africa. That's actually recently one of like Africa's new name. That's what we know the continent as. But like Africa, that's the name. That's the last name of the European conqueror who conquered the continent and eventually named it as Africa because of the last name. But Africa was called many names. At one point of time, it was called Ethiopia, but it was called many names, and such as Ethiopia.
Here. So it was called many names such as Ethiopia, and at one point the whole continent known as Ethiopia. What else? What did you learn? What about Asia, or what about the Moors? What about? Can you tell me a little bit more?
Oh, so about Asia, there was, if you like look in East Asia, like statues of Buddha, like old religion of Buddhism, you could see that the statues, they have our features. They have our nose, our big nose and our big lips and our hair. They have our statues in, and when you see it, you see when you Japanese and Chinese, and you could see our features.
That's good. So we could see our futures. That is true. Especially the ancient Asia, they did not cut the nose, but we always. You was telling me something earlier, and I would like for you to let the audience know about how, when it comes to religion, how it play in our psyche, and how melanated people used to be worshipped as God. Tell me more about that.
About our religion, right now, one billions of people currently like know Christianity. Sorry for my pronunciation, but right
You
on
see
your
a what?
a white Jesus, and you're praying, and like as a black person, and you're praying to a white Jesus. You're going to this church, and it's hanged up as a white Jesus, and like without knowing consciously that you're going to think, because it's a white Jesus, you're going to